A country is like a family.
Yeah.
I don't think there is a family without an issue. But you don't hang your dirty linen outside.
In
You can caution in love.
Yeah.
Even as Christians, as Muslims, whatever we believe in, cautioning is part of our all religious or cultural belief. But you have to do it in love. I've seen people that are emotionally broken down because of this.
Oh, yeah.
They even think of suicide because of that. Because they think that the good names they're trying to maintain has been smeared for reason that they can't even.
First thing first, approach them, because there's no way you're going to talk to her and then she'll slap you or hit you or something like that. Approach them gently, let them know what your concern is, and get their own response first. And then if they say, oh, I don't care, then
Hello, welcome to our podcast. This is Real Talk with the C. Okoro. My name is Dr. Sandra.
and I am Happiness.
Okay, so now we want to talk about what our channel is all about. Happiness, can you help the viewers to tell them what our channel is all about?
This is a brand new podcast, and today we're launching off this podcast. And basically, this podcast is all about life challenges. Okay, it's all about our view about these life challenges, our opinions, because we're going to be giving real, honest opinions about how we feel. Okay, so we're going to be giving these opinions, and also we'll be looking out for our viewers as well to drop their opinions, if they have any, in the comment section. Okay, so basically this is what the podcast is all about, giving our honest opinions on life challenges, and then we look out for our viewers to drop their opinions as well. So over to you, Dr. Sandra. How is this podcast going to go?
So like you actually said, this podcast will look at our honest opinion, and then sometimes we'll consider people's opinion, because if our viewers give us opinion and it's something we think we'll talk about that is important to discuss, we'll bring it up live and discuss about it. So these discussions will be in series for that reason, because if we talk about something and you have contributions to bring in, then it's going to be in series. Some of them will be a one-off sitting. If it's a short topic, something's going on, then it could be a one-off sitting, we'll talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
So it depends on what the topic is all about and our viewers' reaction. And this topic will be coming to you, this series of podcasts will be coming to you on weekly basis. So every week there is something we're going to talk about, whether it's a continuation of our series or a new topic, but we'll keep you abreast of whatever we're going to do. So Happiness, now we have to give something to our viewers. So
Yeah, we're definitely going to
think?
kick off today's podcast with a little teaser, because we're not just going to do an introduction and just end it there. So we're going to be talking about what is really going on at the moment, which has to do with chasing clouds, right? So there's been a lot of clout chasing by a lot of people. Basically, they do these things just to majorly gain followers, all right, so that they probably can monetize their channels or something like that. And that has been causing a lot of problems for the people who are involved, because this has defamed people's characters. It's probably resulted into character assassinations and things like that. So for some people, it hasn't turned out well for them, and some people have gotten away with it, some people haven't. So this is what we're going to be talking about today, chasing clouds. And we have a particular example that happened here in Canada, because we're in Canada. We should have mentioned that. The particular case that happened here in Canada at the store with a Nigerian and some other people who were doing their shopping. Okay, so Dr. Sandra, can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, it's just you would have seen it. If you've not seen it, we're going to give you a teaser of that video. It's the video that says a Nigerian woman stealing tomato in Canadian store. That is a very wrong topic, or will I say a very wrong approach to that topic, really, because she was not actually stealing these tomatoes, right? This is what happens when people are chasing following, right? You want to have a lot of following, you're looking for money, but you can do it in a decent way without defaming people, right? Without character assassinating people, without causing emotional stress or trauma to people. Some people cannot handle this stress. I've seen people that are emotionally broken down because of this.
Oh, yeah.
They even think of suicide because of that, because they think that the good names they're trying to maintain has been smeared for reason that they can't even explain. So, for instance, that lady with the tomato issue in Canada is a normal thing in Canada because the tomato, when we went to do our own investigation, we found out that the tomatoes are shipped in half boxes.
They're in boxes.
They were supposed to be sold in food boxes, but because of shipping arrangement, they can't fill it. It's tomato. If the box is full, it's going to compress on the tomato. That's what the storekeepers told us. So for that reason, they ship it in half boxes. But when you want to buy, you need to fill your box to 25 kg. That's why in the video, if you have watched that video, we're going to get that video for you.
Put the video up so you can see it.
But if you watch that video, you will realize that she was doing it in the open shop. The shop assistants and associates were there. There were securities at the door. They didn't say anything. But it's something common with our people. We're Nigerians anyway, would have said that. So most of our talk will be looking at Nigerians and our concept, our belief, the effect it has on us coming abroad and seeing a different lifestyle. The effect it has on family, on couples, on relationships. That is what this channel is going to be about. So that's why we're basing this on this Nigerian video, right? We do not support ourselves as Nigerians. It is worse with us Nigerians, or will I say Africans, or I wouldn't say Africans because some other African countries like Ghana, they support themselves, right? When you see them outside.
Personally, I wouldn't say that because we don't really know them. Like personally, I don't really know how Ghanaians operate. Personally, I don't. I've not really lived amongst Ghanaians that much, so I don't know. So, because I believe amongst them Ghanaians, they still have their own problems, just like amongst us Nigerians, we have our own issues.
True.
So I believe amongst Ghanaians, they have their own issues as well that we probably don't know about. Even here abroad, they probably have their own issues among themselves in Canada, but we don't know about it.
This is what I'm saying. So, we don't know about it. Must we bring our own outside? How many videos have you seen a Ghanaian putting another Ghanaian down? How many videos have you seen a Chinese putting another Chinese down? How many videos have you seen an Indian putting an Indian down? And then Nigerians will say, because we are different ethnic group, because we are different cultural group, we have different belief of religious system. No, Indians have multiple. But we all have our issues. Look at it this way. A country is like a family. I don't think there is a family without an issue. But you don't hang your dirty linen outside.
In public,
For me, I would be thinking that this person that did that video, if they had good intentions, what they would have done is approach this sister of yours that you think she's a Nigerian and say, no, what you're doing is wrong. That is stealing.
Hang on. So what even actually happened in the store?
In the store?
We need to talk about what actually happened in the store.
Good.
Before you go on to now giving
advice with what? So you know what happened in the store? If you look at the video, this lady was now removing the damaged tomatoes, which they removed the damaged tomatoes and put in a box. They will sell it as a damaged one. So she was removing the damaged tomatoes and putting some fresh one from other boxes, and then filling it to actually that 23 pounds that it was
of the box.
That it was supposed to be before she would go and pay for it instead of paying for our box. But I think this person is not aware of this practice. But instead of going to ask the lady or even speak to the lady, assuming you think she's doing the wrong thing, I think the right thing we should do as humans, remember, we can caution in love. Even as Christians, as Muslims, whatever we believe in, cautioning is part of our all religious or cultural belief. But you have to do it in love. If you are cautioned that lady in love, I don't think she will ever do that again.
Personally, I think what the lady would have done was, instead of picking up her phone to film the other lady doing the tomato picking, she could have just easily called her aside and said, hey sister, this thing you're doing is not right. It's not allowed in this store. Do you understand? So why not just go with whatever it is that you have in the box? Or if you think you want another box that is fuller than the one you have, go search through all the other boxes and then get another box that is a bit fuller than the one that you have, instead of picking the good ones from other boxes and putting it into your own box. Then probably the other lady would have told her, oh no, it is allowed. Or I've spoken to one of the managers or one of the workers there and they've told me that it is allowed. Instead of just assuming that the lady was stealing from the other boxes and just covering her and then making so much noise about it.
Just to get following, that's what I believe.
Because the video went off to...
It went viral.
One of these platforms on Instagram, very popular Nigerian Canada platform or something like that.
And it still went to Nigeria.
And it really went viral. And then the woman who was even involved got really angry about the whole thing.
We heard that she was suffering from some sort of depression over this. Like, for instance, I was curious about this topic because I felt that this recorder, let me not say guy or girl because we don't know, that this person that recorded the video actually violated her private space.
Definitely.
I felt that.
Definitely.
Knowing that I've been into the stores, I've seen people do that. I've seen even our white counterpart, our brothers, our Caucasian brothers and sisters. I've seen them fill their boxes. So I personally thought it was the right practice. So I wanted to know more out of curiosity. I went to different shops. We checked up with some shops in Toronto where this incident happened. It's a normal practice. But what I'm saying is, assuming it's not right, you should have cautioned her. You should have said, sister, what you're doing is not right. I was expecting to see from the video where he was cautioning the sister and she's insistent on doing that. Then I will find the reason why exposing her or calling her out is right. But you didn't do the first step, which is talking to her before calling her out. I guess we're taking time on this topic, really.
But at the end of the day, so what really happened? The lady came out and got angry and started saying a lot of things. I think that was the lady, right?
Some people are saying she's the same lady that came out, and some are saying that they are not starting about that because they started making waves and people were calling. They said she threatened. We are not sure now because the identity of the lady cannot be confirmed.
We don't know.
I think they say Canadian police is looking into it. So we leave that for the police. We're just here to look at the effect of it. How would this guy? What would this guy have done? The best approach to follow in cases like this would have been to talk to the lady. First of all, the person that did this video violated her private space. You don't video record people or voice record people without their consent. You don't share people's content without their consent. So he or she actually violated this lady, right? And yes, was he doing the right thing? I don't know really at this point in time because
for me personally, that was not the right thing to do. If you feel someone is doing something wrong, try to speak to them first. Because before you decide to probably call the police, or unless there is danger hanging around, if you approach them, they're going to attack you. That's a different story. But if it's like that, this kind of situation that we're talking about, first thing first, approach them. Because there's no way you're going to talk to her and then she'll slap you or hit you or something like that. Approach them gently, let them know what your concern is, and get their own response first. Then if they say, oh, I don't care, then you can, if you feel the need, then go speak to a manager or speak to one of the workers there to look into it. Instead of picking up your phone and then filming the whole thing. That's proper violation of that lady's rights, right? So that wasn't the right thing to do. Personally, for me, that was not the right thing to do. So at the end of the day, I think we've come to the conclusion of this tomato case. It wasn't the right thing for that lady to do. She should have, first of all, approached the other lady who was picking the tomatoes and spoken to her, gotten her reaction first before doing that recording. And if at all any recording needs to be done, it needs to be with the consent of whoever it is that you want to record.
Exactly.
That's the law.
This is what we need to learn as Africans coming to the Western world because we need to understand the culture. I have seen on social media platforms, which I'm not ready to talk about, of people recording people privately and bringing it up. They are talking about committing suicide or murder or genocide. That's when you can use a private recording to do something. But if it's a private recording of what they have done or what they are of their own personal life or something, you don't bring it up. I know our society allows that, but that's not the right thing to do. But having said that, this is our opinion, like we said. We want to hear your own opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
Let us know what you think. Do you want us to look into this further, or are there some other angles that you think would have been better if we look from it? Just let us know. We would like to hear from you on this.
Yeah, basically. So if you have any other suggestions, any contributions to the discussion of today, go ahead and put it in the comment section. Love to hear from you guys because this is the whole aim of this podcast. So we'll talk about real life issues that we've experienced or that have happened to people. We try to dissect it. We try to give our own opinions and then we look up to you guys to also drop your own opinions in the comments. Whatever you have to say, just say it to us in the comments. We're going to be reading the comments, and if there's any need for us to revisit the things that you guys have said in the comments, then we'll still talk about them, you know, on the next video.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Real Talk with Sandra and with Happiness. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
All right.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.